Greetings. What business have you?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. It turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. God be with you.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, sir.
Good day to you. Good luck.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
Aha. So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Aha.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Mother of God.
Can we do something about the... I'd like to discuss...
Well,
My respects to you.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling...
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword, but by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get...
Where can I find the powers?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eyed swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something so valuable?
Are you suggesting he might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke about. God would smite him in a flash if he made light of holy relics that way.
I could do with a sword like that. What if you sold it to me?
Well, everything has its price, but this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another. That tinkerer from Rateye couldn't manage it.
We're just...
Excellent. Good luck to you.
Teutoburg is far, far away. Teutoburg is far in our space. My breath is short, my feet are sore. I buy a horse, but I am poor. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you will not.
A good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know anything about it?
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land, unless it was in a fresco.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Hey! You've no business here. Clear off or you'll be sorry. What are you doing here?
So back to that copper, Matt.
What?
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
The sword...
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance.
Not even...
Not... Good luck to you.
Asparagus, they'll cut you in half. And cucumbers, that'll cure what ails you. Come get them. Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lad. Come and buy some.
Good day to you.
Let's talk... Well...
God save.
I'd like...
And what is it?
Get my son...
As you wish.
Fine.
I'm sure. May the Lord. not your bed. Get out!
Yeah. Yeah.
Heel.
Here you
I'd
are.
like a bite to eat.
Good health. Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Here's to a good harvest.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard
I'll
by
be
the
right
monastery
back for that.
complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Good out to you, sir.
I hear you've had some problems with us.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've...
And who exactly are you talking about?
The monastery overseer, or his...
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles.
Surely such valuable material can't just...
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never are.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems...
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how...
Not really.
Then be glad you can.
That's all.
Ah.
Why not? Can we do something?
Well...
Agree?
Well then.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for some...
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such
Fine, thank you.
Take care now.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you have any quick...
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't...
It's not that I don't want to.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And...
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic...
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to...
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and they told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first.
How did you hand it over?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here.
There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath.
What did they threaten you?
They said they know people in the monastery.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then. So they knew about you?
Yes, they...
Very well.
Farewell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to eat and sleep. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heal.
From the yard or from the wood.
Greetings. What do you need?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels loam onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
Have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving work.
Very well, I'll ask.
But ask with tact. I don't want him...
I'll try to think of something, that's all.
Take care.
God be with you. Take care now.
Yeah.
God be with you.
How goes the...
Getting there.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy.
Yeah, but...
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as...
You've got quite a large workshop.
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not...
I see.
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of...
Jesus Christ.
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from a...
What's he like, your apprentice?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been...
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the... In any case, why the interest?
Something like that.
May I ask?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that? About your question, you'll find him at home.
Ah. Does Florian...
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who...
A woman from the...
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my...
Do you have any idea?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
But I wasn't sure Becky would even want to.
I'm at your
You look quite...
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making...
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point, then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money and...
Don't
bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over?
I can't say anything.
I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king. I don't have to prove anything to have you dragged straight to the executioner.
And what if you're wrong? What's then? Under torture, everyone confesses, whether...
I already know for sure.
I won't tell you anything, just...
Why not?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum...
I'm sorry.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise.
What, so I'm to go...
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me.
Very well.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to...
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's right.
All right.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Take care.
Good God.
I hear...
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault.
It sounds like you were close to her.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was.
What did...
Don't even get me started on that. He's fine.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's...
Where can I find this?
He works in the
Are you...
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do?
I'm sorry they took her.
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he...
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, and suddenly...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.